What's up, Speakeasy? This Rich, sitting here with Uncle. We're gonna talk about a couple of things. We're sitting here on the beach. Check out the scenery. All right, so Uncle, first of all, you want to introduce yourself?
Um, my name is Pa'akai Kele. I'm a local here, blood of the land. Um, from the Big Island, retired Marine. Worked for the government 32 years.
Nice, nice. So we was just sitting here talking, and you was telling me some things about this land being like highly protected. You want to tell the viewers a little bit about like what you were saying about all of that?
Yeah, um, we're just a smaller landmass that is easier to protect than a larger landmass. And when people realize this, or when the president kind of leaked this protocol, it made us number one on the map for real estate. As far as a place to go when shit hits the fan. When America goes into that red light, America goes to war. This is the most protected port of call. This is where he'll be operating from.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So you were saying that there's like actually a spot on the island that that will blow up and turn into.
Yes, there is a spot on Kauai that is already rigged, that it will make a runway for Eagle One to land. That's a 747 that needs 3 miles of strip to land.
Wow.
And Eagle One will, if shit hits the fan, Eagle One will come directly here with the president. We'll land, and the president will be working out of Hawaii,
Wow.
the west side.
So why do you think America wanted Hawaii so bad? And do you think Hawaii is actually owned by America? I know those are two questions, but
I believe that America is run by a very unstable government. There are former presidents that I serve on the 6 presidents. Reagan was the best, but there's presidents that will try and deal with our problems, our deficits, but they can't find a way out, so they keep on printing more money, which drives the American dollar down. Now, our government, being one of the strongest nations when it comes to security and firepower, is the strongest government in the world. Now, a lot of these former presidents, aside from the president that's in office now, which is Trump, was very scared to use his power. They were scared to use his power because they never knew, or they knew that the outcome of this power led to basically mass destruction.
right.
Or, as far as the Vikings would say, rape and pillage.
Mm.
And our technology now is so incredible that we can actually drop, they call a dart from space, which is a plate of steel that is measured by a landmass. Say if they wanted to annihilate North Korea, they can actually drop a steel plate that's roughly about 2 tons that will basically take out.
Do you know anything about remember lines on phones?
Purple line?
Yeah, lines that it goes on across the screen. Like if the LCD or the LED light is like disconnected.
What's going on? Can I see?
Well, it's on my other phone, but
You want me to try to call it or something like that?
I have to see if I can find it because I don't know someone talks.
Okay.
So I have to look for it.
Oh, yeah, show me. Show me. I mean, I work on phones and stuff.
Alright, thank you. Charlie told me, and he's like,
Yeah, yeah, show me. Let me see it.
thank you.
No worries. Sorry about that, brother.
Well, getting back to America's technology and about dropping a plate from steel. 2 children from the Ukraine, excellent chess players, which is a very methodical game.
Do you play
Strategy.
chess?
Yes, I do.
I do too.
They discovered a way in the millennium. This is how much technology these kids got or learned. they said that in the millennium there was going to be all kinds of havoc. We was going to lose control about electricity, communications, everything. These two teenagers was also the ones that discovered the dark 3 years prior to what I'm talking about now. So in the millennium, these two teenagers said that they was going to take America and put America on hold for 30 seconds.
Wow.
So for 30 seconds in the millennium, approximately 11 minutes after 12 midnight, these two children took 1,400 operating satellites in space, dialed it into one receiving channel, and made them dance to a music. I believe the music was Jack in the Box, that little cranky music.
Uh-huh.
30 seconds, they made all these satellites go off the brig and onto one channel, and made every satellite do a 360 and a 180 for 30 seconds,
Wow.
11 minutes after the millennium,
Wow.
just to show America and to show the world that a kid could do it. Now, these two chess players, 3 years prior to this, found that if you drop a piece of steel, and they did this all through formulas and on paper, they found out that they could drop a piece of steel from space that weighs approximately anything over 700 pounds. Now, when this steel breaks into our atmosphere, leaving space, coming into our atmosphere, it hurls to Earth like a meteor.
Right.
Now, when it hits the ground, it'll implode. What I mean by implode, well, it'll ignite. It'll implode, like suck in. So what it does, it sucks in oxygen. So when it sucks oxygen in, it's sucking in for the explosion. Implode, then explode. Now, this plate, say if it's measured for Korea, is basically will drop in the middle of Korea, will implode and explode, annihilate the whole Korea without no plutonium, aftermath, or radiation.
Wow.
So it's a clean explosion.
Right.
Right. So it's like
And it'll destroy the whole country.
it'll just destroy that whole country just by measuring a weight. of
Right.
plate
Like they know
across the
how
space.
much to drop in
Exactly.
order to in order to obliterate a particular area.
Correct.
Wow.
America has this technology, had this technology for the past 12 years.
Wow.
And that's the kind of firepower we have. We can also take a missile and turn it around. Technology that President Reagan had dreams for in his reign in the 80s. First president I served under. Reagan did 2 terms. So I served under his last 4 years with my active duty started from invasion of Grenada, and it ended with Bin Laden. I served 3 tours. I did countless recon and MOS missions. Most recon missions are basically just observing and taking pictures. But you learn something about foreign countries that blow your mind. Something like Saudi Arabia. They found a way to live under the desert, underground. We found
Wait a minute. And so in Saudi Arabia, they're living underground?
in 1988, shortly after Grenada, we were sent on a recon mission in Saudi Arabia, finding out how they're diverting all their water. Well, their water is coming from Dubai. If you look on the map, Dubai and Saudi Arabia are very far apart.
Right.
They found a way to mass transit this water, like on a rail system, through utility lining, that they found they could create underground dwellings that are roughly about 60 feet deep, roughly 30 meters in height, and the average village or dwellings were roughly about 13 to 15 acres underground. Now we're talking camels, goats, human life, as much as anywhere from 300 to 900 people.
Wow.
Saudi Arabia has very much led the technology when it comes to what they call gophering, living underground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So when it comes to Hawaii, like what do you think one of the biggest economic issues Hawaii is faced with? Like when you look at Hawaii now, this isn't the same Hawaii that you grew up knowing, right?
Oh, definitely not.
What do you think the biggest challenge and the biggest issue that Hawaii is faced with?
The biggest issue, I think, would be economy. And our economy is, I believe, tourism. We depend on tourists and travelers to come here to bump our economy. At the same time, bumping our economy, it's basically bumping local people. By the way, we are the third highest cost of state to live in. So when it bumps our economy, our basic pay, say our financial, like when you start a job, your basic rate of pay in the state of Hawaii, I believe, is $8.
Wow.
Now, if you have a kid, the cost of living in Hawaii at $20 an hour, 40 hours a week, parents, you get hard time living.
Yeah.
As these tourists come here, what they do is they bump the economy by bringing money and investing. Now, when they invest, what people don't realize is, say, a business license. Okay. Average business license 10 years ago was $3,000. 10 years ago. In Lahaina, has a different economy. Maui has a different economy than the rest of the state, even though it takes all of these islands to make one state. They want to follow Maui. Our economy has went from a quarter acre is 12,000 square feet. A quarter acre went from $3,000 to $2 million just in the district of Lahaina.
Wow.
Now, if you think about it, what kind of an increase is that? That is, that's more than a 500% increase. You know?
Right.
So now, this economy on this business license, the business side goes up, the richer make money, the blue collar worker now is the poor people.
Yeah.
Now these poor people can't afford a $2 million lot, a
No.
$500,000 loan,
Right.
or even a 30-year mortgage. As soon as you sign them, feels like you're dying.
Right.
You know. So my hit on our economy, it's a 50-50. And the thing about our economy is we don't move with the times. You know, we should have at least lottery here.
Yeah. There's no lottery here?
There is no lottery.
Wow.
There is outlawed lottery. There is no regulated gambling here.
Wow. Yeah. I know. Now in Oahu, there's these little bootleg gambling spots that are, and they're all controlled by, I think, the Micronesians.
All outside investors.
Yeah.
Number one is Koreans, which rule the bars,
Uh-huh.
strippers.
Uh-huh.
That's basically Kemoku Street. And when you think about it, if you measure it as far as business property, that's 18 acres of strippers, baby.
Wow.
18 acres of strippers. Every bar is owned by someone who
Someone
doesn't
else.
even have an American visa.
Right. So from what I've observed, hopping around the islands and just kind of observing Hawaii, it seems like the people that benefit are not from here, don't even live here in a lot of cases. The people that are from here, the locals, the people that were born and raised, suffer as a result. Like it's like they're boxed out almost.
Not really suffering, they just become lazy. They come so now the whole human race has become dependent on the 20th century.
Yeah.
Man has totally lost their sixth sense. They have become dependent on a phone, communication.
Uh-huh.
They have become dependent on food stamps,
Uh-huh.
government assistance.
Right.
Now, I believe in government assistance for those who need it.
Right.
But if you're a willing and able-bodied, I'm 58 years old. I can go around Lahaina, no problem. 2 hours, I can find work. People are so hooked on their dependency of looking at a phone, looking at Craigslist and all this shit. If they look on Craigslist and it's not their forte, they had a bad day.
Right.
So, Yeah, our view of economics and
So do you think that there's a chance for locals? Like, do you think locals have an opportunity to participate in the modern economy?
they have a chance to participate. True, a lot of them are scared. A lot of them are scared for like to even start something. Like say if their house is basically paid off and they see an opportunity, they won't take it because it's too much of a risk.
Right.
And a simple one like the house next door is up for foreclosure or it's on a tax lien. Now you live in a district that you know the property is $2 million, $3 million. The house is about a half a million. You know, in any investor will tell you the best investment is land.
Right.
Now they're too scared of doing their own investment in their own backyard, so they put their money someplace else. So where does it put the local people? It all makes everybody outside investors.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, it doesn't, like the young know that they need education, but they're not gonna have job here because they're not like going with the times or going with the flow.
Right.
So it's a 50-50, I think, as far as what local people think, especially the newer generation.
Yeah.
The newer generation has no roots in like claiming what is theirs.
Yeah.
So that's why they all move outside and they all have question marks on their head.
Right.
Too much thinkers, not enough doers.
Right. Right. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate your time.
Right on, man. Aloha, my friend.
Thank you.
Another day in paradise.
Another
Aloha.
day in paradise.
Roger
Lord.
that.
Hey, look, one more thing before we go. Like I had learned before that the proper way, well, let me say this. My job is sitting in front of a computer.
Right.
And I've been doing this about 20 years. And as a result, I got back problems.
Yeah.
And one thing that the doctor had begun explaining to me is that human beings were not built to sit down on their butts as long and as much as we do nowadays for different types of jobs, right?
Right.
When I first met you, you were sitting in a squat, right?
Right.
You and actually I had heard that was the proper way humans were made to like have a seat, like with squatting, you know, like you were in a squat, and I thought that was interesting. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm referring to?
Yeah, I kind of know a difference. That kind of goes back to Sixth Sense again. You know that if everybody was always half hungry, as far as eating, you know that our senses naturally would be magnified. And when your senses are magnified, what people don't realize is that is the sixth sense that people lost. In the Bible, when it shows fasting,
Oh my God, that's deep.
they wasn't punishing themselves or going through a ritual. What they were doing was finding themselves. Because when you're thirsty and when you're hungry, now you cannot just depict what you smell, but say if somebody's cooking something, you can smell what they're cooking. You can smell when the herbs are going in, the seasoning, the spices, the vegetables. You can smell all these different things. You can depict these things. That, my friend, is what man has lost.
Right.
They lost their sixth sense. Now, if that sixth sense just in smell catches you, just think about the rest of your senses.
Right. Right. That's, you know what? That's kind of what I come here to try to find. Is that part of me that was lost. And I've been trying to do things like learn like a more natural way of life. And you are one of the people that I've met since being here that seem to really know nature. And that's why I found you so intriguing.
What I learned in the military and survival training, when you are hungry, your smelling senses are so acute that this is how you depict poison from food. Now, when you smell something, you're gonna smell a bunch of things, but if it's edible, you're gonna find that smell sweet. So, say if you get one vine that's poisonous and a fruit that this vine creates that is sweet, You smell both senses. But when you smell that sugar, that is edible.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
Understood.
it's a thing that I'm glad I went to the military. I have no regrets. But the sixth sense that man has lost and has come so dependent on this modern 20th century. If you look at college now, college is teaching you. You can get a degree to be certified to live off grid. How's that?
Oh, really?
It's going back to the caveman days. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Yeah, we're trying to get it back
exactly.
because we need it.
Roger that.
Hey, well, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and end for now. All right, speak easy, maloha, and aloha.
All right. Have a good one, guys. Mahalo and aloha.
Mahalo, yeah. Mahalo and aloha.
Roger that.